What's going on, everybody? I am here with Mr.
Daniel Tozzolino.
And congratulations, the last day of Tier 0 Ishizu
It's
format.
over, baby. It's over.
But you just went undefeated at the Photon Hypernova Cool Stuff Games Hollywood Regional. How'd you feel and what'd you play?
I felt like I had to send the deck off in some style, you know. Didn't play super well, but the deck obviously is tier 0 for a reason. A lot of good matches, a lot of good homies, so I was overall very happy with how the day turned out.
All right, so you finished undefeated. Let's get right into it.
All right, so to start off, we got 2 Rhino Heart, obviously your starter. Oh, flip that down, sorry. Big shout out to my homie Casper for hooking me up with the second, right before the last round. The energy from the ulti carried me through to the finals, so big shout out to him. Triple Merly, and these ratios are pretty much been standard for a while. Triple Shiren, 3 Havness, and 2 of the new card, Tearlament Kashtira. Very solid, very solid. I'm very happy I played 2. There's a card in the extra deck that was letting me snatch this off of people all the time in the Kashtira deck. So it was definitely a good tech. I'm very happy I played it at 2. Next for the most, in my opinion, some of the most broken cards in the game. I mean, they're just chaotic. They're so chaotic. You got 3 Keldo, 3 Kelbeck, 2 Medora, 1 Agito, and the 1 of Orange. I cut down on Medora. It's not super great, as well as Agito. I was playing 3 and 3, but I need to cut them for some room. Orange Light's in here. I didn't see it all day, and honestly, even in situations where, you know, I could have resolved it, I'm not even sure it's worth the space, but no point anymore. This deck's gone. 3, one of the most broken field spells ever. Everyone knows this card's insane. 3 talents. This card was insane. Hunter Lloyd, take care of this shit. You use it in Vegas. Hopefully they serve you well, just because you want to flex. But yeah, the talents in the main was really good today, especially since I didn't play too many mirrors. And this stuff was just yoinking Kashtira XYZs left and right, and a really solid option. Shout out Hunter again, and also my homie Willie Flores. They told me to play this in the main, and it carried a lot of the matchups. So even going first, you know, on something like a Sprite deck, something you could book the normal. If they don't have starter, it really slows down their, hampers their plays. And you're cool with them drawing 1 because you're playing 2, you just kill them next turn. So that's good. Double Scream, I really like this card. Leaving it up on the field in the mirror, you gain huge advantage off of milling 3 every time. Or if you're able to pop it or mill it, getting traps are really good. I really like all the tier traps. I used to play Zephyra, so searchable counter traps are pretty good. Then 2 broken cards. This card should have been banned, but I mean...
Yeah, Instant Fusion, and Terra is still legal for some strange reason.
For some reason, though. Konami's on the Papanya. Triple Infirm, it was decent for me all day. Saved me in the finals. Shout out Carlos in the finals, great dude. Buy cards from him, he's a great guy. But I was lucky enough to Infirm his sprint and it stopped his plays. And you know, it's a decent for one trades for the rest of the format, so it's alright. And it's good as a 6 card. And then double Soliac, single Meta Noise, excuse me. Milling this is awesome. Milling this not so good, but it's really helpful in the Kashtira matchup when you book their Unicorn and then you force them on having double Extender. So I was very happy I played it. I did not play Thrust today, which would have made this card a little bit better to search or set turn 1, but it was alright. I never felt like I needed Thrust. Moving on into the extra, we got double kick because we're not trying to get our shit yoinked. 1 Kaleido. Love this card. This card's really good. King and the Queen, Rook. This card's also obnoxious. I'm gonna miss making her all the time. Garura and Draco Stapelia. Didn't really see a point to playing the Mud Dragon anymore since I wasn't playing Bestials in the main, and I didn't miss it either. Elf, Dark, Brand, and Asa. Another shout out here. I gotta pull out my homie's business card. I told him I would do this. Shout out Justin Kusumano.
Shout out Justin.
Yeah, he sold me the Starlight Asa, so you should shop from him. He's great dude, great vendor. Cop his stuff off of. He's also a physical therapist, which is funny. So his TCG player account is Cards and Counseling, which I thought was freaking hysterical. So big shout out to him. And then last but not least, we got Maguska, Redoer, Dweller, and then Double Zeus, because again, we're not trying to get our shit Zoington. It's a big win con, and I like to take this opportunity to give a big middle finger right now to all the cash players that managed my Starlight Zeus face down instead of my ulti, so I couldn't summon around them. Bozos, I hate you all.
It was me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Nikolai was one. Last but not least, we got Double Dark Ruler. This was mostly for Sprite, a little bit of Flu, which I didn't see today. I didn't see either of them today. But, I mean, it's still helpful going into the Cashier matchup, so 2 is fine. One of the MVPs for sure of today, shout out Hunter and Willie again. I can't thank him enough for really helping me with this list yesterday. Enemy Controller. It's great to trade off Ibly with that a Cashier player gets you, and then you instantly, put a lot of pressure on them by taking one of their XYZs. So this card was insane all day. Really happy with it. Triple Twin. I played Labyrinth for this first time yesterday, and I was tweaking out about this deck. That deck is low-key really good. Still have no clue what it does, just knows that they set a bunch of traps. So I tossed in the Twin just as a countermeasure, but it's also good against Flunder. I didn't see Flunder. Never sided it in once. It's there for a reason. And then we went with a small Bestial package, 4 1-1. I just wanted a little extra for tier. That's why the Druid Swarm's here. I couldn't really think of anything else. They were fine. In the finals, I was lucky enough to Magnamut, and it got me there in the tier mirror. And then last but not least, one of my favorite cards. I love counter traps. Ever since I was a Zephyr player, I've always loved counter traps, and the searchable ones are even better. This card's really good. I always try to end on it, it's my insurance policy. And shout out the homie. People have their favorite cards listed on YCSs. If I ever was on a feature match, I would say this guy. Best level 2 extender in the deck. So, mwah. That's all. Special shout outs to Nikolai behind the camera, the dude's the GOAT. I want to shout out my homie Tony, who got his first top 16. He's going to Nats, baby. Kyle, rest of the people at Prodigy, and also TCM. So thank you very much. Appreciate you, Nikolai. Have a great rest of your day, y'all.